So Chris, we're going through all these Reddits. We're talking about individual health insurance, accident insurance.
And that's what everybody's talking about in the thread. So my friend Matt Miga, he owns Martial Paradise Jiu Jitsu brand. Go check it out. Use code Martin, MARTIN, you'll get a discount, but they got really good beef. Anyways, going into the Reddit threads with Matt, he sent me a text. He goes, Chris, all these people are talking about health insurance and how injuries are so prevalent in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and that was my question. I didn't quite understand, I guess, what it entails.
Yep.
Can you tell me about it?
So some people have health insurance and some people don't have health insurance. What we find is that the ones that do have health insurance, though, have high deductibles or co-pays to go see the ER or the doctor.
Yeah.
Any type of like out-of-pocket expenses is what we call it. So the dilemma is, if you're training jiu-jitsu, we already know it's dangerous. Accidents are going to happen. Like it is what it is. And the question is who's responsible for those medical bills? And at the end of the day, it's really us.
Yeah.
So if we're going into training, having some type of supplemental plan, whether we don't have insurance at all, something's better than nothing. Or if we do have insurance, to help pay for those out-of-pocket expenses, accident injury insurance programs. It's like $20, $25 a month, depending on what type of program, which insurance company you get, and what the program entails. But for like $25 a month, that policy is going to send you cash directly to help you pay for your accidents, injuries. You can go anywhere you want to get treated. So it's not just a specific network. If you're traveling, for example, a lot of people, they're out of the network if they do have health insurance. This is going to help send you cash, go anywhere you want to get treated for hospitalizations, surgeries, follow-up therapy visits for the accident or injury. And the insurance companies have a specified list of specific injuries. And if you have that injury, for example, fractured shoulder, fractured knee, they're going to send you a check based off of what level of cost is associated with that injury. So, for example, a fracture of an arm might be a $3,000 check in the mail plus a $500 benefit because you got some scans done in the emergency room and then you had to go get therapy, and some insurance companies will pay you $100 per therapy benefit.
Yeah, so the aftercare is covered.
Aftercare is covered for that accident or injury.
Okay, so I'm a mother. I train often. Does it include does it cover my children as well if we're all training?
So if you're going to add so if it costs $25 for you, it might cost $35 to add the kids, no matter how many kids you have. And what's unique is a lot of people say, well, Chris, is this just for accidents, injuries from jiu-jitsu? And the answer to that is no. Typically, these programs are 24 hours a day coverage, on or off the job, on or off the mat. So kids in sports, sports injuries in soccer, volleyball, sometimes these insurance companies pay extra benefits for organized sports injuries. So very beneficial for a jiu-jitsu practitioner, just because our risk is so high of getting hurt. It's a no-brainer for us, but it's 100% beneficial to add the family on there if they're active.
Of course, yes. I guess what I'm wondering is then, so again, I'm a teacher, I'm covered under my school, and this is just something that's supplemental that I can add to get everything done, I guess, under the same.
Yeah, so let's use an example. Let's just say that the school health insurance that you have, and it's rare these days that a plan exists that covers 100% of your out-of-pocket. But let's just say, because like the VA is an example.
Yes.
Vets have access here in Milwaukee to going to get service done at the VA, and they don't have any out-of-pocket. So similar to teachers, they might have a really good health plan that that really does cover the majority of the bills. It still makes sense to have these programs because you still get paid cash benefits directly, even if you have a secondary insurance. Like your primary insurance. This is essentially a secondary insurance. And they don't pay the doctors, they don't pay the hospitals. They're sending the check directly to you.
Okay. Yes, that makes things a lot easier as well.
So, you know, as a teacher, you might miss some days of school to go get treated for the injury. Mm-hmm. And let's just say your school pays for all the health insurance costs and bills. You still had to take time off of work. Well, maybe you don't have paid time off. Mm-hmm. You know, that check in the mail, that supplemental accident injury insurance policy would help off with some of those expenses.
Okay.